Testing. Oh. Go.
I don't know if we're muted or not, but I did transition already.
Looks good.
Yeah, we are unmuted. Just fair warning.
There's no sharing there.
Test.
All right, ladies and gents, we are off.
Right.
And we're going to immediately see CSU starting off here with a little bit on the defensive side, but doesn't seem to be too shabby here.
It's not working on there?
He's getting this set up.
Testing.
Make sure. Are we on the right side?
We are orange.
You mean this one?
On this side, though. Let's switch it back. The overlay's messed up, too.
Where'd my cursor go?
Yes. Welcome to Helix Free Screens.
I would say I put this one on mute.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, and here we go.
There you go.
CSU is off.
Mm-hmm.
Into a good position here.
Okay.
We are not on director cam.
Well, okay, they're going to look like they're going defense, and nope, hitting up from the side.
We're getting a very interesting view of Lazy here. Reciprocate for a moment.
Well, reciprocate for a moment, huh? Touche. Oh, they blocked.
Go back into this.
Yeah, but I am.
Testing.
That's good. Keep it online. All right, I think we're good now. I think we're good.
All right, cool. Oh, caboose.
And there we go. We have the first point of the game going towards Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Bala. University of Charlotte, yeah, that's who we're up against today. Bala getting a nice little corner shot in the goal there with some support from his team. Just narrowly pushing through, just brute force through CSU's defense.
Well, you know this, my friend, is that if there's no force, then there's no course.
Yeah.
More at 11.
Reciprocate getting eliminated there was a little rough.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, a little bounce to it.
Yeah, that was a huge bump. Nice save there from Orb.
A little save.
Two saves back to back.
Okay. Oof, purple rain just slid through and stole it.
Yeah, CSU's back on the defense now, and we're going to go ahead and see Reciprocate get that back out of the corner. That's going to be back over to center field, though, and a huge pass off by Reciprocate.
Mm-hmm.
Good 50-50 to take.
All right. Well, I see you, Purple Rain. Keep going. And, all right. Ooh.
Reciprocate going to get a decent little push off there, passing it off to the corner where the team is lying in wait. Decent amount of boost on both sides. Nobody's really stressing at the moment.
Nope.
3 Reciprocate's going to go for it, though. That's going to be a huge off the back wall setup if CSU can get the read. They do win the 50-50, and that's in by Reciprocate.
Damn.
That was a huge 50-50. The ankle not perfect, but, I mean, look at it. Reciprocate's ready in the right place.
At the right time.
To react. Not even at the right time. That was a full-on reaction there from Reciprocate to make sure things go as they need to go.
Touche. Ooh.
And there we go. Yeah, that's a double demo there.
Man, it's been some time since I played Rocket League. But
All right, and here we go. Lazy going with the grounded route here. That was a iffy situation there for CSU, but they managed to get their defenses together just in time. Bala doing some weird movement tech against the wall there. And Knight going up, getting demoed there by Orb. That's a huge play here for CSU to make. That's going to force Bala to take a 50-50. Another 50-50, and it's looking like it's going to be good on CSU's side here. It's midfield. This is really anybody's ball at the moment.
Absolutely. Let's see. And
Lobo's going to go for it. He's going to get the setup on the air dribble. Can he get the flip reset?
2.
He gets the flip reset, but he can't use it for anything.
All right, we got 2 minutes in.
I mean, shoot. There we go. Simplification taps it in. Charlotte's defense was just wide open there. I don't know where they went, but they all went for boost, and I think there was just a lack of communication there from the team because they just left that net wide open for CSU to take.
Communication is the biggest thing.
Especially when you're rotating for boost in this game, you have to have somebody, if you're on the defensive side, you have to have somebody in net.
Absolutely.
Or above net, or somewhere in the vicinity of ball.
Well, if you don't have no communication, then you are cheating. That is the truth.
That ain't cheating. That's just bad gameplay.
Oh, I was talking about relationship.
Oh.
Because apparently they don't have no relationship in this. 1 minute remaining.
Lobo's going to get that nice little side tap there to reset the momentum on the ball. He's going to bump his own teammate. I don't know how that's going to work out for them, but I mean, they're going to be able to push Knight off the ball, which is what you want to see from CSU. They've kind of made a good adaptation here to Charlotte's play style, and I think they have it in the bag, at least this first game.
All right, come on. I'm going to start calling this person Charlotte Webb right now because apparently they are not trying to stick to it yet. 30 seconds. Let's see.
I mean, Knight's playing very, very well.
Oh, okay. Hold on now.
The striker of the team here. We are seeing Bala kind of go in, though.
Okay, so a little pass and 20 more seconds. Let's see. 10 seconds.
All right, and here we go. Lazy's going to potentially have the ball here, but at this point, CSU's just ball chasing hard, trying to keep Charlotte away from it. Knight has the ball, but he flubs it. And that was a good game.
Indeed. 5, 7.
6, 7.
I hate that meme. I hate that, but I understand. But next time we're going to get a 9-6.
You mean at 8-9?
Yep. Ah, dang it.
All right, and here we go.
Okay, second round. Okay, we got Lazy, a.k.a.
CSU's
Purple
up
Rain.
1 out of a potentially bracket reset.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a score right then and there.
No,
Good.
we had that. Lobo was sitting in the net. He knows what he's doing.
It's good. It's
super
good.
sad we didn't get to see a flip reset goal earlier, but at this high level of play, it's really hard to get that set up with how aggressive these players can be on the ball.
Are you sure?
Unless you're really, really, really talented and they give you the space to at high level play in this game, it's really hard to get the necessary setup you need unless your team just goated like that. Which, not to say that CSU is not goated, but when it comes to games like this, you don't have people trying to set up. You often have teams that are, ball chasing, that are playing a lot more defensively, that are playing a lot more all over the place.
Well, you're not wrong, and I can understand, but you have to understand this too. That ball is life. Everybody has ball. Everyone's going to be going for that ball.
I mean, like we saw at the end of the last match there, CSU really started ball chasing, just putting a ton of pressure on for Charlotte just to keep it locked down. They had that goal lead. They knew that time was running out. They kept on the ball to make sure that Charlotte did not have a chance to try to set that up. And that's ultimately how this game tends to play a lot of times now is you either have two teams that like the setup, that like to have that skill check gameplay style, or you have a team that has someone who applies a lot of great pressure on the ball and you're forced to play their game, which is a little bit different than how we see a lot of the fancy clips on the internet.
Absolutely.
But I mean, when you get those fancy clips though, it feels so good.
I mean, that is, you are not wrong, but sometimes I kind of feel like most fancy clips would just be fake. And dang it!
That was a huge shot on goal there, but it was right off the corner there. I mean, Ball has been right on with these saves this game so far. Knight putting the pressure that he was putting on game one as well, getting the setup for his team to try to break through CSU's defense. Charlotte's a tough cookie to crack, I will say. And I mean, like this back and forth right now, just corner to corner here between both of them just shows just how conservative they're playing right now. They're on the ropes. They don't want to make a mistake. And I think that's the major thing that we're seeing right now. Someone just disconnected.
Uh-oh.
I think that was one of our players.
Yeah, orbs down.
Well, it's okay. You know, hey, this is the match that I feel like with
That was a huge pinch there. Someone's going to give it. Okay, huge
save.
He's back.
Orb has it. Reciprocating Orb with that pinch save out of goal to try to clear that. And we're back on the offense just like that with two players. That was the defense of the year right there for CSU NECC. But Ball is going to just dribble that right into goal.
Sheesh.
That's going to be goal one of game two.
I will have to say that cookie comment you made. I was going to ask you, what cookie do you think they will actually be? If you ever heard of Cookie Run Kingdom?
I have not. I have seen it, but I've seen advertisements on that game on Instagram a while ago, but I never played it.
Well, because honestly, I would say
Macadamia. There we go. I feel like that would fit a North Carolinian.
I see.
That or traditional double chocolate chunk. That's very popular in North Carolina.
You know, that's fair. I like it. I go for it. It's
a very southern sweet tooth style. If you've ever had North Carolina sweet tea, you would know exactly how much sugar they enjoy.
Oof, that's a lot of sweets.
Oh, reciprocate.
Snap.
Almost has it. That wasn't an own goal, but
that was. I'm not gonna lie. That was intense. Whew.
Orb just not quite getting the 50-50. Unfortunately, not getting it on time. We're 2 points behind here in this game. CSU's gonna have to pull a hat trick to catch up on this and potentially pull this into overtime. That is the only way I see them really winning game 2 here.
I mean, that's possible, but then again...
And Lobo going straight on the striker role there, just putting a lot of pressure and trying to brute force through the defense.
Yeah, as I said, if you don't have no force, you don't have the course.
I mean, he almost got it, and that was a huge thing. Lazy getting a good bicycle flick there to get it up in the air. Bala coming in to clear that. It's going to be a huge pinch attempt there from Orb and Reciprocate. Lobo's going to come back around. He's going to pass off the Reciprocate, who kind of stalls it a little bit. He has it in corner. CSU trying to make a play here. Orb stalls the ball again. And that's a huge 50-50. CSU still in the running on this offense, but it's going to look like it's cleared by Lazy.
Come on.
And they're still in the running. They have a chance to at least get a goal off here.
That is crazy.
That's a huge stall from Bala. That's a ground pinch there that they're going to be able to get off. And it's not looking so great for CSU now. It's a little bit dire game 2.
Absolutely.
14 seconds left on the clock. CSU has to do something now with this ball.
10 seconds.
And yeah, it's just not looking like something's going to happen here.
Nope. Oh!
No.
Nope.
They're just going to let it play out.
Honestly, they...
It's 1-1 now. Still sitting pretty comfortable. CSU still in the running pretty easily here. That was just a very tight match.
But like
Charlotte made the adaptation to how we were playing before, and CSU halfway through that game started trying to find how to break through that adaptation, trying to find what strategy is going to work here as a team.
Yeah. We had lost one of our players.
I think no.
But
sometimes they do change the lobby code.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a net issue. Welcome to Epic Games. No, and I think both teams played really, really well there. Charlotte, especially with Bala kind of just dribbling that straight into net, was kind of CSU's like game 1, how Charlotte kind of left their net open and CSU was just all there. We kind of had that kind of a moment.
True, and
So,
it
happens.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I was to say they had really, if my like to comment, I would say they really at first had good defense from both teams, but I feel like towards the end, as what it is, like the biggest thing from CSU is that they wasn't really communicating, and I feel like from the CSU team they were just trying.
They looked coordinated. I would say about the minute mark is when Lobo started breaking away and doing his own thing.
Yeah,
but that's also like where I'm saying they're trying to strategize. They're trying to figure out. They're basically poking through.
True.
Trying to find a hole in the strategy for Charlotte here. And sometimes, that requires players to change their role. So we saw Lobo go from, being the person that's going for the pinches and the setups to just putting a lot of pressure on with Orb. Cypricate, being our designated information gatherer, the person who's always rotating back, huge captain energy there. We wouldn't know what we're doing without him, honestly.
Truly valid.
I mean, he was rookie of the year for a reason. Dude is mad talented at this game.
I would say I used to have an old friend of mine. I don't know what he's doing in life today, but back when I used to go to church, this man would whoop me in this game. And I'm shamefully to say that it was 1 to 11. He whooped me.
Doesn't surprise me. I play at about gold level in this game, but I know just enough thanks to Cypricate and what was his name? That was the first year I was here. PJ, sort of the C.
Rocket League player.
Yeah.
We had.
I don't remember.
Dip, and we had Jalen.
He came from California. That's all I remember.
Carson.
There we go. Yeah, Carson and Cypricate basically taught me all the knowledge I have on this game, which isn't perfect still. It's still pretty novice because I don't play this game enough to really put it into the carbs. Yes, carbs. We remember carbs.
Wait, carbs as in like actual carbs or
No,
carbs?
carbs.
Oh.
Carson.
Okay. I was thinking food for the way you were saying it. But wow, oh my goodness,
That man was obsessed with Chipotle, I will say.
But Chipotle is definitely good.
It is okay. Their bowls are the only thing I ever get there.
Facts.
I also avoid the romaine. Always avoid the romaine. Anytime I've gotten romaine from Chipotle, it's been a bad time. We're going to go ahead and get this game 3 started.
All right, and come to the cut. Oh.
And I mean, we're starting off pretty strong here, pretty aggressive from CSU, and I think that's a huge start here. You can already see the change in strategy. Ooh. They're not playing conservatively at all, and that is a huge strike from Lobo there. Cypricate coming in to support the team. It's center ball again. Orb center field, rotating back for the boost. It's in the corner. We're still in a favorable position here. Lobo going for a crazy tech there, and that's a shot on goal, and that's it. That was insane.
Lobo.
A little disco spin there.
Indeed. And splash. That is crazy.
And that was smooth. That was right off of the corner wall.
Indeed. Okay, so let's see. Orb, or did I say that right?
Yeah, Orb.
Okay, Orb comes in, and then apparently, a little block. Okay.
No, this is a huge adaptation here from CSU we're seeing against
Absolutely.
Charlotte. They're immediately struggling here.
And
unfortunately, that was just a crazy 50-50 to lose. That was it's a flush pinch there. You can see that Lobo tried to go for the 50-50, but Knight just had the right angle there.
Okay, I see you, Knight.
I mean, nothing that we can really do to predict that. That's just how 50-50s go every once in a while.
Absolutely. Okay, we got Knight coming in the corner, and up and swervy-doo. We got the other team.
Oh, Lobo misses the ball off the back. He tried to pass it to himself. Unfortunately, a little bit of a tight reaction for that. We are going to see Orb on the defense here.
Okay, lazy coming in. Oh, excuse me, people.
Ooh. All right, Charlotte's starting to play aggressive now that they've seen the cards in CSU's hands.
Sweet.
I mean, Knight is a very, very skilled player from what I understand.
I mean, the way
I would say with the way that he's playing, probably Charlotte's best player in my opinion. But
absolute.
maybe not mechanically, but definitely opportunistically.
Golly.
Balla does have some good mechanical skills here, though. We've seen him dribble in a lot of different ways.
I mean, the way he drifted, absolutely.
That's really bad.
Ooh. Yikes.
CSU needs to kind of reset here and rethink their strategy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, you can see that Knight's just being very aggressive now, and that's forcing, this play style that CSU adapted to. This is a really quick adaptation from Charlotte here, but it's literally just a Knight just being absolutely aggressive on everything, not just the ball, but just spacing, bumping people, going for demos. And that's giving a lot of openings for Charlotte here to take.
Absolutely, and Knight just came through. Okay.
We're going to come back from it, though. I mean,
Absolutely.
we have gone from a conservative play style from both teams to just everyone straight shooting, and it might work out for CSU in the end if they can keep this aggressive play style and go for smart plays here. I think one of the players is going to have to sacrifice and sit midfield for most of this game, though.
I would say Knight will have to be the one to do that.
Well, for Charlotte, Knight's going to have to be the aggressive. He's playing it really well. For CSU, that's typically reciprocate. He has a way of communicating with the team a lot of information very quickly, very efficiently, and that's usually what holds our team together here.
I see.
Lobo going for a nice shot on goal.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, the Lobo's starting to get aggressive now. He's probably a little angry with how Knight was doing things. Lobo took the ball with what little boost he had left to try to just push and brute force his way that ball into net with the bumps. That was a very smart play there.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, CSU does not get what they want. That was a crazy save from Charlotte, but it's not going to be enough to stop the machine. I mean, Lobo's literally just a missile. You can't stop this man.
Nah. By the corner, that was, oh my goodness.
I mean, if Charlotte wants to have a missile and Knight, we're going to answer back with the same thing, and it seems to be working out here. CSU making a huge comeback within a minute on the timer.
Uh-oh.
That was a little bit sketchy there, but CSU's got it. They need to get this out of the corner here. That's a huge touch. It's going to be out to Lobo. Going to be straight to Balla. Going to get it off the back wall. Lobo's going to be able to reset and hopefully respawn on the right side of that. Yeah, he does. He's going to be able to get a setup here. He doesn't have enough boost to really follow it up and contest that 50-50, though. But he at least defends the 50-50 and gets a nice reset. CSU's not able to really do anything with that, though.
And I would say, look for a moment that Knight was about to cut in. And
yeah, we're seeing Knight kind of go a bit more conservative here. Getting 2 goal shot on them in a minute there and losing those was probably not a very good feeling for Charlotte.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, you're seeing him back off a lot more and rotate back a bit more, which is probably exactly what CSU wants here.
Absolutely. Oh.
That was a huge shot on goal from Balla there. Lazy's got the ball now. He's trying to defend it. Reciprocate just takes the ball over and just rolls it over his car. That was actually a really interesting...
A way to do that. Like,
I wouldn't even say... I don't know if that was on purpose or just an interesting interaction. But...
crash kadoosh.
You typically see the team go for 50-50s, but he just rolled it over. Balla going for a nice ground pinch there. Lobo there to defend it.
Okay. Balla, and then we come back to Knight.
Yeah, Knight takes the 50-50. He's going to go for a shot on goal there.
And he got blocked.
Balla's going to have to go for a reset here. He's going to get the double touch. It's not going to go center field, though, and CSU's going to be able to clear it. That's off the backboard. CSU could do something with this. Reciprocates in spot. Orb has shot on goal. It's a 50-50 pinch. Can Lobo do something with this? He's going to be able to reset it.
Come on, Lobo.
Reciprocate's not going to have enough to come back. That's a huge save. Another huge save.
Come on, 10 seconds.
CSU would just boost start there.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's going to be off the ground. No. Bala still has it in play. He's going to go for an air move. He wants to do something before. Reciprocate has it off the back wall. The players don't want this game to go into overtime.
And they did. Oh, dear.
And that's a whole reset here. CSU has to do something immediately here.
This is the moment.
It's a good chance to take a breath, but it's also a good chance to just ice out a little bit, and that's not always a good thing when it comes to the momentum that CSU was having there. I mean, it seems like we've still got that momentum right now, but it seems like Charlotte just found an opening, and they're starting to take it. They're running with it right now. Orb is in the corner by himself. Lobo coming up, trying to get a pinch, but does not get the right angle. That's a really huge 50-50 for CSU.
Absolutely.
They're just not in the right positions at the moment, but Reciprocate's going to be able to stall for some more time by passing it off.
Ooh.
Lobo's going to be able to contest that. All right, and here we go.
Ball coming up. Who got it? Okay, Lazy just curved it. And
It's going to be a Reciprocate 50-50 passed off to Orb. That's going to have to be another 50-50. Unfortunately, CSU loses that one, in my opinion. Lobo's going to be able to contest it, though. Unfortunately, he does defend it good.
Charlotte's Web is trying to get back in it. Oh.
That's an open net. Lobo barely there to save the ball.
Ooh. Okay, Lobo. Oh, dear.
CSU's feeling the pressure now. They're really low on boost. They do have a little bit of time here, but, I mean, Charlotte has all the boost here. I mean, look at Reciprocate, 17 boost when we just saw Bala had, like, 87.
Oh, no. Whew. Oh, my.
That was a nice save there from Charlotte. CSU still in the running, though. I mean, even despite being starved on boost, they are making really, really solid plays here. That's another huge save. CSU's on the ropes.
No! Oh!
Misses the ball barely.
Oh, my goodness.
Unfortunately for them, so does Ball. That's Knight coming in, striking it in, and that's game 3 going to Charlotte.
Charlotte, dang.
Really, really huge game. Really big adaptations throughout this game. This was unfortunately a tragedy for CSU, but that was an action thriller for the announcers.
both teams was actually going ham on that. And for the younger viewers, ham means going in. They were fighting for their lives on this game. Yes, I'm old.
I think internet culture-wise, we're both not too old, though. But
but wow.
All right. Waiting on Ball here to start game 4.
Let's see how this works.
CSU still in the running here. Charlotte's a really strong team. Knight especially being, again, just a really good opportunistic player. We made really good adaptations the last 2 games, and I think we're going to still make those good adaptations. We just need to be very careful about Knight specifically. He's getting good, solid reads on what we're doing, and like those adaptations from Charlotte are coming in quick.
Absolutely.
Do they always come in quick enough? Not exactly, but I feel like they're coming in at the crucial moments here for Charlotte to be able to just narrowly scrape by CSU's defense.
Lazy just pulled a Mater from Cars. They backed it up, and now they're going for it again. Ooh, blocked. We're now here to Bala. Bala is trying to go back in. And then now, Lazy's coming back.
It's a huge contest from over there. That's off the backboard. Orb can go for it. He unfortunately gets blocked by Lobo. I don't know why he went for an aerial shot there, but...
You think he was just trying to be cute?
I don't know. I don't know what the angle was there. I would personally, if I couldn't get a good angle on it, I would have gone for a bump instead to try to buy time for Reciprocate to rotate back in. But it's all in the player and, fast last-second decisions here.
True. Understandable. This is why I tell people you cannot be fancy.
They're trying to read through Charlotte's defense here at this point.
Absolutely. So
you have to really just try to understand what they're trying to go for and plan in advance for that.
Oh, I see what not Mrs. Smiley Face?
That's Reciprocate.
Oh, Reciprocate, okay.
The slant face is Reciprocate.
Because I see what Reciprocate was trying to do when the ball was going up. They were trying to smack it in there.
That's a huge setup there from Knight goes in for a shot. That's going to be contested there by Orb and Cipricate. Lobo getting it off the backboard here. That's a double touch there from Lobo. Almost right in. Cipricate's going to go for the 50-50. It's in the corner here. Back off to Lobo.
And block and kaboom. Yikes. Now they have this chance. And
Cipricate just trying to stall time. He gets a good defense off on that.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be unfortunately cleared there. Lobo stalling in the corner here, passing off the Cipricate. That was a huge angle, taking advantage of the flat body car. Fortunately, Knight's on the ball, and we know how Knight's playing right now. Super aggressive again. CSU needs to be very wary of that. That was a nice 50-50 there from Lobo. Unfortunately, can't really follow that up with Lazy just already sitting there.
I have never been focused in this game so in my life.
Huge overtouch there from Lobo. Avoiding the 50-50, but unfortunately there's not a good enough setup there. Lazy not getting the correct angle there on that. Huge pinch there. That's actually going to play into CSU's favor here, and Orb's going to get the demo on Knight.
Blocked. Ooh.
This is actually huge for CSU if they can make something happen with this. That's
and
it.
they did. Boom, splash. Right on the target.
Yeah, Charlotte was just scrambling there after they lost Knight. They were all overextended there. Knight was just the only person rotated back who could have been able to defend anything there. So they all scrambled back and were trying to clear it from the corner at the same time. That was just a lack of coordination there from Charlotte. And I think that's a thing that CSU, if they notice that, they should exploit it a bit more. Try to apply a really sudden pressure like that. Start going for pinches if they can. If they have the opening for that. Because it seems mixing a pinch with a demo seems to throw them off. Orb running on a boost there.
Seems like from CSU they do not have their boosts as all.
Lobo's going to narrowly be able to defend that, but Ball is going to be able to just be right there. Unfortunately, that was just Cipricate getting boost taken from him.
Yep.
And yeah, that's nothing you can really do about that.
Honestly, I'm disappointed that they couldn't get in time to get that.
It was just the angle that they came back in the net from.
True. Whew.
They would have had it first touch, but since that first touch hit crossbar and dunked back down, there's not a whole lot they could do. And CSU's back on the pressure again. Seeing Lazy start to play a little bit differently as well. And here comes Bala.
Oh, blocked.
Definitely their mechanically skilled player here, Bala. CSU's got an opening, though. Cipricate gets touched, though. He gets bumped a little bit from under, and that's an overshoot. We're going to see Orb try to salvage what can be. Lobo coming in to get a touch. Unfortunately, that's not a 50-50 that CSU's going to win there.
Come on, CSU.
All right, here we go. Cipricate getting a good touch here.
I'm not going to deny it.
This might be another overtime game.
Perhaps.
The way that these players are playing now, we're seeing, a lot of huge defensive plays.
30 seconds.
CSU taking a lot of risks. Bala comes back in time. Lobo trying to go for a wall pinch. Oh my! Orb and Cipricate getting the double team pinch.
Oh my!
That we know CSU is really good at making.
And
I mean, that's just a huge clear ball though from Charlotte. Yeah, this is gonna have to look
nice trying, but it ain't happening.
This is actually CSU could do something with this here. It's gonna be overtime. All right, game 4.
Curve.
Another overtime game.
Okay, I see you, Orb, pushing them away.
That's a huge 50-50 win for CSU. It's in the corner. Cipricate's on it.
Come on.
Lobo has the angle to set up. Good defense there to keep it in the runnings. Going for that demo. Cipricate's there to save the ball. They just need to defend now. Oh, Cipricate centers the ball by accident, but Orb's there to salvage it.
It's in the court. Come on.
Lazy's there center field to bring it back. He's going for a dribble. There's a huge contest there from Cipricate.
Cipricate, come on.
He's going to go for a dribble. He's going to set it off the wall. Going to pass off the Bala. Unfortunately, no 50-50 there for Lobo. Bala's going to bait him out.
Come on, Super Kid.
Lobo needs to be him here.
Come on,
Ball
D.
pinch. Bala trying to go for something cute.
Be the Himothy that you are.
Lobo might get a setup here. We see him waiting. We see him in center field waiting.
And
He's going to get that touch. He's going to follow it up. Unfortunately, Bala gets the 50-50. Orb's going to get the double touch, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Reciprocate going for the 50-50. Oh, nobody behind him to set up, though.
Okay.
Lobo rotating back from getting boost.
Ay.
Reciprocate on the defense. He's going to back it up the wall. He's going to take that 50-50 from Bala. That center field is looking really bad.
Damn.
That was had to have been a misinput there from Orb.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was Lobo, actually. I thought that was Orb.
Oh, that was Lobo.
Yeah, game 4 going to Charlotte.
49ers? I'm crying.
It is now game match point.
Ooh-wee.
CSU can't afford to lose another match. We'll still take a happy second comfortably, but we want this win. We are thirsty for this win.
Absolutely, but geez, that was unexpected.
Again, close game. CSU showing that they have it in them to contest with Charlotte. We worked hard for the second place. It's very obvious why we are second here. And potentially first, if CSU can make this huge run back. Unfortunately, just open net there. Punted right in for Bala. Yeah, Reciprocate was in the middle of rotating back for boost. Unfortunately, just didn't quite get there fast enough. All right, and here we go. Lobo off to a good start.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Reciprocate just not getting the touch. A little bit too early of a contact, but that was a high-stress situation where Charlotte was coming back for the defense. So if he didn't go for that then, probably would have been a never.
Yep.
Bala going for an air dribble. Unfortunately, doesn't have enough boost to keep it up.
In the words of Justin Bieber, never say never.
Bala coming in again, just reading into CSU's defense and finding that opening. It's 2 goals immediately. CSU taking a really bad hit start of game 5.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we saw them game 3 rather.
No.
Come back from 3 shots down.
No, you're right. I was going to say game 2, but no, you're right.
I think game 2 was 2-1. Game 3 was 3-3 into 4-3.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is crazy.
Lobo's not too happy about that demo. He's going to come back around, pass it off to Orb. He's going to get it up in the air. He's going to get a shot at goal. Getting the solid save there. Bala coming back in. Hit 9.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yikes. Smasheroonie.
And here we go. CSU's back on the offense here. Knight's going to be able to clear that off, though. Going for an air dribble. He has it on goal. That's in for Charlotte. A lot of crazy control there from Knight as well, as Orb's continuing to bump him. He bumped him twice, and Knight still had control of the ball. And like that player in of himself, he is crazy talented. We've seen him pull off some really crazy maneuvers.
Absolutely. He's more of the type just to try to get the ball in the net, just to score. Whew. He reminds me of a character from this from the anime called Blue Lock. I forgot the character's name, but they are crazy.
Or overshoots a little bit, going for an air bump there to try to keep pressure off the ball. Loba's going to be able to stall it. Unfortunately, it's all the way back in net. CSU's crumbling here, feeling the pressure now.
Absolutely.
We've had some really good close games here, but it's looking like now CSU's just not made the adaptation they need here. I mean, Ball is going super aggressive along with Knight going back into that game 3 mentality, CSU's kind of gone back into trying to play defense, and Charlotte's just finding those openings. They're finding those little holes in what CSU's doing. They've gotten control of the boost. We've seen now CSU's just running low on boost, and that's where we're struggling a lot. Is Charlotte's just controlling the big boost panels.
Oh dear.
CSU's got it back together now, but they're 4 goals down. They need to really lock in on this.
In 3 minutes?
Not even
tough.
2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Ooh-wee.
Orb getting a nice pinch. That's passed off to him.
A little bit of
Ball
pass
there off the
and...
backboard to defend it, though.
Ooh.
He's got a setup angle here if he wants to go for it. It's good 50-50 from Cipricate to prevent that, though. He still has a good setup, but yeah, there we go. We're still in the runnings here. Cipricate going to pass it back off to Orb. It's going to be a nice 50-50 there from Bala. And here we go.
And then with a little block, and I think, ooh, there it is.
Lobo just not quite getting to the ball fast enough there. He's going to be way out of position here. CSU's running on 2 people here. He's now back and the running.
Oh.
Lazy. Oh, what a save. Barely scraping by here. CSU's got a minute to score 4 goals. We have seen him do crazier things before, but against Charlotte, I don't know if that's exactly a possibility with this time constraint.
Unfortunately not.
It's a huge save there from Cipricate. Bala going for another shot on goal. CSU's on the tight ropes here. Lobo going for that nice little block. Knight getting that wall pinch might actually get them the goal here. No, he overshoots for Lazy to come in.
30 seconds.
Lazy getting the flip reset, stalling for time. It's going to be a follow-up from nice 50-50 at the very least, but Bala trying to get that shot on goal. Cipricate has the ball off corner. He's going to try to center ball it for Orb. Lobo gets in, actually.
Hey.
That's at least 1 goal. 12 seconds left on the clock. At the very least, CSU has shown that they haven't given up. This was definitely a rough game. At this point, game 5. Lazy going for a flip reset shenanigan. Getting the 50-50 off the Cipricate. It's going to go into CSU's favor here. Can they score a second goal? Knight going to try to go for something. And it's just going to touch the ground here after it bounces off of corner. And that's going to be it for game 5. The winner going to Charlotte. Congratulations on being the NECC champions. And, I mean, congratulations to CSU coming in second after clawing back after a rough start to the season.
I must say, they did play their best. But wow, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was a rough game 5, I will say. But, I mean, we fought hard. And I don't think we played bad at all. I don't think we made bad choices. I don't even think the other team's necessarily better players. I just think the circumstances, because there is some luck in this game, especially with 50-50s.
True.
To where, some of the 50-50s definitely got some goals there to Charlotte. But also, game 5 there, CSU's defense just absolutely crumbling there. Was not something pretty to look at. I don't know if that was morale, people falling apart.
It was not. But at the end of it, I will have to say that is pretty much they need to work more. They do need to work on their defense. But as I said before, they did play well, and as you just said too, like it's just a 50-50. They got to get luck, but at the same time, I will also say skill as well because they were bumping, they were grinding, and they were going hop, skippity hop.
I will say the one weakness CSU has is against very aggressive play styles. When they're getting bumped a lot, they tend to get frustrated. And I think that frustration makes their defense pop right open. I mean, we saw Balla and Knight. The first 4 games, you didn't really see Balla doing a whole lot of aggressive plays. He was more so on the setup. He was more so center field a lot of the time, reading out the ball. Game 5 there, you saw him going after the ball. You saw him strike after strike after strike, just constantly applying pressure with Knight. And I think that's, between Knight bumping them and Balla just constantly being on that ball there, and then Lazy being the dedicated defender there. I think that strategy in and of itself, we've seen CSU fall to it before. And it's a pretty basic strategy of literally just constant pressure. I feel like that's where CSU's weak point is that they don't know how to react to that fast enough to be able to deal with a strategy like that, to deal with people's play styles being like that. Because you don't see it often in high-level play because it's usually something that's very easy to deal with.
Absolutely.
So it's just something that's, I wouldn't say that they don't know how to do conceptually, but I think like the major thing is just they just don't have practice because there's not good practice because you don't typically see good players going for that kind of thing. But when you have a coordinated team like Charlotte or like some of these high-level collegiate teams, you can see stuff like that because they're coordinated. They practice together. They can make that adaptation to do, play style like that, see if it works or not. And I mean, it works with CSU, unfortunately. Not always. We do make the adaptation, but, pulling it out game 5 like that for Charlotte definitely potentially got them a little heated, got them a little hard to really react to what was going on and figure out why that was going on in a sense. I think that's like the major thing here is not necessarily that they need more practice on stuff like that, but more so definitely more so the stall, more so the figuring out how to counter that very quickly and very effectively, or finding a strategy that's like more locked down when they're in the middle of, playing super aggressive, just finding something that just resets them, brings them back into that defensive play style that we know CSU, at least this team, Lobo, Orb, and Cipricate combined, really specialize in, because they have an amazing defense, but when they switch to that offense, they kind of forget.
I feel like too when it comes to their offense is that, yes, on their defense, they are perfect. They are just magnificent. But the only issue is when it comes to that offense, it becomes difficult because from what I've seen is that the players from CSU, they are just trying to score. Like they're just trying to be, they're being more selfish rather than just like actually, still working as a team, just like how they're on their defense.
And I kind of disagree with that in
Really?
some things. Like we see Orb and Cipricate, they have really mastered the what's known as the team pinch, where you need 2 players to get the pinch. We saw that happen a couple times today.
You know what? You are right.
We also see Cipricate. He's the real team player here. He sets up the ball for Lobo. He gets it out of corners when they're playing on offense. He never goes for goals himself unless there's a very obvious opening that only he can take. And that's usually if, hey, we have Orb or Lobo coming back to rotate for boost. I can come in because we have somebody rotating back for boost, kind of a thing. So it's like you definitely see that in Lobo and Orb a lot more. They are, I wouldn't necessarily call them selfish players, but more so like Orb plays, I like to call it ball chaser. Some people don't like me calling it that, but that is kind of the term that I'm more familiar with. But it's the designated person applying pressure. Lobo is the setup person. He's the person going for these crazy skill shots, these skill checks, and then you have Cipricate, who is I wouldn't say the brains of the operation, but the person. He's like the intelligence. He's the person gathering all the information and regurgitating it to the team. Then if that's the case, then let me rephrase that. They are like when they're down and like when they're under pressured. That's when things become a little bit selfish. But as you said, yes, that's you are definitely right. I think it's more so just scatter. Yeah. I think it's panic. I think that's the number one thing. It's very carnal the way that they play when they get very flustered. or worked up. And it becomes painfully obvious in their defense because their defense, usually so coordinated, becomes literally just they're trying to clear the ball as fast as possible when sometimes fastest is not always bestest.
Slow and steady wins the race.
You can't be slow in this game, but you have to be methodical is how I think about it.
Yeah.
You have to understand this is the fastest option, but the fastest option, it's just split second decisions. And when you're being pressured the way that Charlotte did game 5 tonight, it's very hard to, especially when you lose the only person who really communicates well on that team, Cipricate. Once he can't gather information anymore, you notice CSU falls off. Whether that's they pull back immediately, or they lose coordination, or they go into that panic state where they're just shelled up in their goal and running out of boost. And I think that's like the hardest thing in Rocket League is if you're on defense and your opponent has control of the boost panels, you're toast. You're going to run out of resources before they do because they have the boost. They can starve you. They can compete for it, and they can keep you cornered in with shot after shot after shot with good coordination, obviously. And that's, I think that's the downfall of Game 5 of why, at the very least, 2 shots, those first 2 goals was because CSU was just cornered. They, or not the first 2, the second one and the third shot. The first one was just they had an open net.
They did. CSU did soon adapt to it. I think it was the 3rd game or 4th game.
Well, I'm talking specifically about Game 5.
Oh, okay, my fault.
The second and third goal, Game 5, was literally just them being pressured after that first goal, open net. They tried to reset because they realized something wasn't clicking there, and immediately you saw Bala and Knight change how they were playing. Knight went back to that same aggressive play style that we saw Game 2 and 3, and Bala copied it. He started ball chasing. He started constantly just having control of the ball. And, CSU just didn't know how to handle that. They didn't know how to contest that other than just constantly go for 50-50s until they ran out of boost. And that's exactly why goals 2 and 3 happened there for Charlotte was
do you think
CSU ran out of resources. They couldn't contest anymore.
Do you think that they could have perhaps they could have just if they actually I would say leveled with Knight and Bala and did the same thing what they were doing, so like where it would just be 2 equals while they have that way it could have been somewhat like a standstill.
If you had decent enough control, like if there wasn't necessarily one side had more control over the other of the boost panels, then absolutely. But with the way they kind of turtled up immediately to try to respond to that, that's when they lost control of resources and they couldn't get it back easily. So it's like you have to kind of balance that, and how a lot of players kind of counter ball chasers is literally you don't even go for the ball anymore. You start going for their teammates. That's one strategy. Another strategy is, you could technically just go aggressive again, and we saw that. That's how Knight started responding Game 2 when CSU went super aggressive. Game 3, that's how Knight played as well, was just super aggressive. But we saw CSU kind of read into that and adapt to Knight's aggression, and they did start to peel back a little bit. Or like in terms of like keeping up with Charlotte. I think the biggest thing there though was like Knight was just making these quick adaptions and just like crazy plays that weren't even like adaptions. He was just going for stupid stuff and it was working. And like we want to talk about selfish players. Look at Knight.
No, Knight
was literally carrying his team by
No.
himself.
Knight is definitely no, absolutely top tier selfish. I was just only saying like it was just to the moment, the pressure.
No dig to Knight. You're a fantastic player, but like,
and
he was doing his own thing while Lazy and Bala were like playing their own game.
No, facts. And I gotta say, that the character I was comparing to Knight was I don't know if anyone's seen this anime. It's called Blue Lock. Or read the manga. If you read it, you're a goat. But it's it's Rusei Shido, where dude has pink blonde hair and he's like he is a talented player, but that man is a selfish, crazy. I am trying so hard not to say any of the bad words, but but you get the picture.
But yeah,
but
that's it for our season. Thank you guys for joining us tonight for Rocket League. Rocket League's done. Every team I think is done up until late January, maybe early February is when we start back up. It depends on how fast these leagues get organized and who's playing. But we'll be back right around then. I think CS2 still has a game left next week if they win their current game, which I think they will.
Okay.
They're pretty good at team for their league. So definitely tune into Sidestream for that, unless it's getting ran over here on mainstream. But yeah, I have been Zandit with
Fault. Yep.
And this is the end of our fall season 2025. Thank you guys for joining us for this journey.
Remember our smexy voices, because we'll be here voicing for y'all.
Yep, we'll be back in January. Hope you guys have a wonderful night and happy holidays. Take it easy for the new year.
And happy birthdays to all.
For all the birthday kids and adults, treat yourself.